for the Biden administration to have rolled out its new green energy mandates, which will add $31,000 to the price of a home. How do you guys feel about home affordability right now? The Biden administration just pushed through a new green mandate on housing. Stick around to the end of the video to get all the information. Now, I know this is going to be a touchy subject for some people, especially talking about energy. People are going to be divided on their politics about it, but we're just going to give you some information that we've been provided and read some of the articles that are out there right now. So let's get into the information. So the first thing we know is this home affordability thing, and it's driving everybody crazy. The number one thing causing this to happen right here, the 30-year fixed mortgage and interest rates. Now right now with inflation, it seems to be going up and up. Every day I go to the grocery store, I estimate I'm going to spend $25 to $50 and I walk out of there at $100. I don't know when this is going to stop or if it's ever going to stop, but right now affordability and everything is pretty much out of control. It seems like a strange time for the government to be pushing through these new mandates. I know they're talking about energy on the news every single day. They're trying to push EVs on everybody and they're trying to move everybody into the electrical grid. The only problem I have with this is the people that it's meant to help are normally the people that get hurt by it the most. This article right here talks about the green housing mandates and how they're going to push more Americans into the red. And it says home prices across the nation are up back near a record high that make a particularly bad time for the Biden administration to have rolled out its new green energy mandates, which will add $31,000 to the price of a home. Now this is an estimate. These mandates are being pushed out through the Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD. And while they're technically not going to apply to all the homes, home builders will effectively be forced to comply with them. So if the home builders want to build homes, they're going to have to design their homes in such a way that these standards can be added or met so that the people can get a loan backed by the government agencies for these types of properties. The Biden administration said it doesn't deny the higher upfront costs. It simply claims it'll pay for itself via lower energy bills. Unfortunately, they're estimating that the payoff terms are going to be around 90 years. Now, I don't believe in the 90 years thing, but I do believe it's going to take a long time in energy bill savings to get your money back. The government's already mandated every couple years that air conditioners, appliances, and all things in a home be more energy efficient. Look at your air conditioner cost. An air conditioner used to last 20 years, and it would probably cost a couple $100 a year in maintenance. Now they're made at higher pressures. They don't last nearly as long, and they have to use a different type of chemical in them, and now they cost 2 to 3 times as much as they used to. Now the one thing that HUD argues here is that home builders are going to be able to get tax credits to pay for this, and the cost will not be pushed down to the home buyers. Well, we know that's a bunch of BS because every time they put out these rebates and stuff, eventually they expire. So once they put these mandates into place, they may expand these mandates to all homes, that all loans that are backed by the government, which would be your regular conventional loans backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they may have to be done to these environmental standards. I mean, that's where they're going with all this stuff. They're going to start it out here and they're going to say they're going to help the low-income people, which they never really help. These programs never help them. These costs by these builders are going to be pushed right on to anybody that buys these homes. It costs money to do it and they're there for profit. It's not going to happen. So this is an article here. They talk about, this was from the home builders, and again, I don't believe, they're going to push back hard on this. The effective date now has been pushed out by 18 months on single family homes, 12 months on multifamily projects, and 24 months in the rural areas where the USDA gets more involved. Now here's an article that came out that's interesting, and it talks about how much it would cost for every home, and again, this is where they're trying to go with this stuff, every home to be zero carbon emission. And in this article right here, they're saying it would take about $90,000 for the average home to retrofit to be more energy efficient, zero carbon. I mean, are they going to push this stuff on us? It's probably coming down the road unless there's a major change. The problem is, again, they're pushing this stuff at a time when we're at high inflation, high interest rates, and people can't even afford what they already own. The next thing that bothers me on this whole front is Microsoft, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Goldman Sachs, all these big companies, these Wall Street companies, are going to back these startup companies that are going to go doing all the retrofits on a lot of these buildings and a lot of these homes. Now that's the last thing I want, is for big corporations to get more involved. And basically the politicians just hand them all these new business opportunities, and we're the ones that end up paying for them down the road. So again, comment down below, let us know what you think about this. I don't want to make this a political video. I just think that when they do these things, they don't plan on them, they just jam them through, and they're not having to go through Congress on this because they go through the environmental agencies or the other government agencies. Thanks for watching today. Have a great day.